Oh. Oh, hello there. How are ya? Yeah, I'm actually playing right now. Kinda. So, this game, rightfully so, has been dubbed like an auto-idle type game, early on, and deservedly so. This game is kind of, in the beginning stages, an auto game. But, in the beginning, my perspective of that was, not a good one. I was, sort of put off by the fact that, I autoed what felt like probably 95% of the content. However, after reaching level 100, my perspective has changed completely. It was a complete 180. And I'm going to tell you why. So, I think in the beginning, my perspective was that I wasn't really playing the game. And it felt like all I was doing was just hitting the auto button, and the AI did the rest, and it was reaching an end result. I was getting exactly what I needed to progress by hitting autoplay. And I was put off by that because it probably the first 20 something levels that worked to success. And then you run into a couple bosses where you have to control the character, and you realize, well, maybe now I don't control the game quite as, I don't autoplay quite as much. But after you get to the end game, you get to level 100, you realize that this is an auto game in a good way. And that's the fact that you auto all the crappy parts. So what I mean by that is the beginning of any MMO, you have the initial grind to get your character some levels, progress through the story, etc. And then if you level alts, same thing. There is a real need to level alternate characters in this game. That's a thing. However, there is farming like any other MMO. There are a lot of things. There's daily requirements, and my perspective has now become, right now, let's see. It is 4:08. I made note of it at 1:30 p.m. And I had 6 of these, let's find them, 6 of these unrefined urus. So what I'm doing here right now is I'm farming these because this is the only way that I can get the resource I need for the final set piece I need for my Midgardian armor. So that is a big deal. And normally in other MMOs, I would have to do this manually. Farming is a normal thing in most MMOs, in a lot of them anyway, and I don't think it's something that we're ever going to really truly do away with, but farming is a real thing. There's no other way other than wallet farming in order to get what I need to complete this set. So as far as the Midgardian armor, there's no other way. This is it. This is the only way. So the alternative to this would be, if this auto feature did not exist, I would have to sit my butt down in this chair, and for the last going on 3 hours to get, which I would say is not a crazy, this is my favorite farming spot for these. I would have to sit here and click these buttons, and the farming would feel like work. The other thing is that the trivial parts of the game for building this character up to a level 100 beast, this character is built up. I've spent resources, I've focused on this character, I've come up with a build. There is some satisfaction that comes with hitting auto and watching your character wreck the trivial parts of the game that are just a requirement to get through dailies, to get through your blitzes, to get through. There is some content that my perspective has changed on, where I kind of think, I sort of wish that they had this in all games like this, where you had the option to auto the grindy stuff. So there is a grindy feature to most games. Every game that I've played, every MMO, Cyberpunk 2077, Outriders, Biomutant, I've played all of these games of late, and the thing I hated most was the grind, and this game has effectively watered it down. It still exists, but I can do it by just creating a strong build, getting them to a point where... and I even say it doesn't even have to be a strong build. And like I said in the initial, there are limited times you take over the controls of the character, and whether it's getting through a boss, there are particular raids if you're playing them on ultimate mode or whatever it may be. There's a lot of content where you will get destroyed if you play it on auto. But in those specific moments when you're not in a grind sesh, you take over manual control of your character and you do your thing. I honestly absolutely dig this feature now, whereas in the beginning I was absolutely put off by it. It was the number one thing I hated, and it's one of my favorite things about the game now. So I just wanted to kind of share that perspective. And to end the video, I've been grinding these mats, and some of you have seen I have a video where I spend 50,000 crystals in attempts to get this last final piece of gear. I'm going to point out too, another reason why I like this feature is I've had absolute awful luck for RNG to craft this final piece of gear. We're gonna see on this video if I luck out and I pull it, or even get a Midgardian piece of gear regardless. So in this time, not quite 3 hours, I started out with 6 of these. I am now at, so I've effectively gotten 175 of the Uru, and we are going to now go back to HQ, and we're going to see if I luck out. Like, maybe I will, maybe I won't out. But we're going to at least see if we have any luck here and we get even. So the RNG is pretty bad with these so far. I'm almost to the point where I've crafted so many of these that I almost feel like maybe they don't. I don't know, man. These are pretty bad. So we're gonna go in here and we're going to craft these here. Let me move my let me move this over here. Okay. Just so you guys can watch, we're going to craft these together. So you go into the crafting. I select Midgardia to try to get those pieces exclusively. Now, as you can see right here, I'm going to set this at, well, max is 2. It looks like, because I only have 2 of these. I'll craft a couple more of these. So we're going to see if I get lucky. So we're going to craft these 2. Now I need some of these. What are these called again? Crystallized convergium particles. Okay. So we're going to craft some more of these. Let's well, that's fine. We'll get that. We'll get that many. So we'll go back to here. It's not like I'm not going to use them. Okay. So now we're going to set these at max. We're going to get 2 more. Did I do the right ones? Okay, I did. Okay. Do we have enough for any more? Let's see. No, we ran out of these. Okay, stable convergium particles. Okay, let's get a couple more of these guys. Okay, some of those. Back up to here. Select Midgardia. Max out these. Craft. Not enough craft slots. Can we buy one? Oof. Don't want to do it. But for science, we're going to. Okay, Midgardia. Boom. Oh, I'm out. We did it for nothing. Oh, well, that's fine. At least we got another crafting slot. Not a big deal. Okay. So let's move my camera back here. We are going to speed these up and see if we have any luck. As you can see right there, we have the option to speed these up. And so we have six attempts. I'm looking for Midgardian bracers, gloves, arms, whatever you call them. We're hoping. I have yet to see a single piece of Midgardian armor drop from this, doing this crafting. But from what I understand, this is, other than wallet farming, this is the only way. So, nothing. Man, this pains me. Nothing. And nothing. Ah. There you have it, folks. Midgardian crafting. Super fun. Anyway, I I just wanted to share a perspective on the idle autoing side of this game and share with you how I felt about it. And until the next video, we'll see you next time. Bye.